Consistency is more important than intensity. And I cannot stress this enough. When it comes to almost everything that somebody is trying to accomplish, but especially when it comes to our health and fitness routine, it's more important to be consistent than it is to go extra hard. And intensity could be, say, in the realm of exercise. A lot of people love to punish themselves with exercise because they did something bad with their diet, or whatever reason. I still hear it to this day. People are always like, "Oh man, you really beat me up. I needed that. I deserve that because this and this. I drank too much on Sunday or something." And that, to me, that's just a really twisted psychology of looking at things. I understand why people think that, but that shouldn't be your go-to. That shouldn't be like, "Oh, I did something bad, so I got to punish myself by going extra hard on exercise, or I got to be extra strict on my diet for the rest of the week." Because I can tell you without a doubt, without a fail, these same people that go to one extreme or the other are the ones that always end up quitting and then jumping onto something else because they're not getting the results fast enough to warrant that extreme behavior. And that's because that's just how our bodies work. You can't push extra hard on your body, be extra restrictive on your diet, or go extra extreme on your exercise program and think that you're going to get an extra great benefit. You're going to lose weight extra fast and it's going to stay off, or you're going to get muscle super fast and it's going to stay on, because that's just not how biology works, at least not our biology. And so it's not as exciting, and it's not fun to share on social media, and it's not, trendy or cool to say, but it's much better to just be moderate in your eating and your exercise program and be consistent over the long term. Now, saying that, I understand there's still some people that are just going to roll their eyes and say, "Nope, I've had great success on this extreme diet," or "I do this extreme high intensity ass kicking, melt your face off kind of workout and it really works for me." And I'm not in the habit of trying to change people's minds when it comes to what they think is working for them. But all I'm going to say is, I'm going to ask a question: how long has it been working for you, and how long do you plan to do it this way? Most people never think long term. They're just thinking about right now. They're in a hurry. I want results immediately. And again, I understand that. It's kind of human nature. This is how we think. If I want to make $1 million, I would much rather make $1 million tomorrow than say I'm going to work for 40 years to build up my wealth slowly. But again, just every piece of evidence has shown you're more likely to do it long term, doing consistently at a moderate intensity. Sure, there's going to be some outliers, but they're outliers for a reason. So again, you're not going to hear as many people say like, "Yeah, I've pretty much been eating the same way for the last 20 years. It's really working for me." Although I will say that I have my exercise routine and my diet dialed down pretty consistently, and I very rarely and never fluctuate really, and I'm happy with it. People that fluctuate wildly with their weight or their consistency, they always feel like they have to jump from one extreme to the other. Not really because they're trying to get results immediately. Maybe there's some of that, but I think part of it is they're trying to make up for lost time. When if you'd have just been consistent and gone at maybe a more like moderate pace, you would be where you wanted to be, and you wouldn't have to like do this to get there. Aside from this being way more stressful, most of the time people never balance out and be where they want to be. Plus, when it comes to like diet and exercise, you never really learn how to maintain, because all of these extremes, the only thing they teach you is go extreme, go as hard as you can right now and get results immediately. But then what are you going to do for the next, 6 months, 6 years, 20 years? That's a skill in and of itself, and that's not going to come to you automatically after you finish this extreme workout or extremely restricted diet. That's a skill, and it's actually a set of skills that you have to develop. So it's better to just develop those maintenance skills and make that part of your regular routine versus feeling like you have to go from one extreme to the other, jump from one thing to the next, because you're not getting the immediate results that you want or that you think you need because maybe you've put something off for too long. So again, probably not going to hear too many books about this. It's much cooler to write a book about this next extreme diet or exercise program, but I can tell you, as somebody that's been doing this for a long time, the only way that works, long term especially, is to keep it moderate, make it in a sustainable way that seems easy to actually do on a day-to-day basis, and you'll have the body and the health that you want without having to go through these extreme cycles. So that's all I got for this one. I'll see you in the next video.